Let's bring you back 13 months ago here at the Pizzatola Center. Off a Will Emery missed free throw at the buzzer, Zach Hunsaker got the job done. 2 of his 12 points. That seemed like a little aggressive from his teammates in hindsight, right?
Hey, when you got the adrenaline going, when you're pumped up like that, it was pretty cool to see the Pizzatola Center rush the court a little bit there, too, with some of the fans. Sort of like the atmosphere we had with the Harvard game last night. Good to flash back there, too. And Zach Hunsaker will hope for another magic moment like that tonight against Dartmouth.
Brown never trailed in that game. It improved him to 9-7 overall, 2-1 in the Ivy League. They faltered a little from that point forward, not reaching the Ivy League tournament, but it was a big early conference win for them. They trail early here, and a hold as Desmond Cambridge was getting grabbed. James Foy whistled for the foul.
Yeah, really, it was a confidence builder, too, for a young Brown team that continues to grow. Hunsaker now a junior. Desmond Cambridge was a freshman last year. I mean, this is a group that's got a lot of young talent that's going to be here for a little while.
Cambridge elevates, leaves it short, a little bit of a body bump, no call. Here comes Knight, slashing his way to the bucket.
Wow, no hesitation, went right through. Knight already matching his point total against the Bulldogs last night, so he's got his confidence back for sure.
It felt like the length of his strides. It took 2 steps from half court and he was already at the rim. Cambridge defers to Tamanik Cho, who's given a little cushion, drills a 3.
Whoa! Cho just 25% coming into the weekend from beyond the arc. Not a shot that we usually see him take, but when you get the open look like that, why not?
Game number 26, that is his 7th made three-pointer. Three-point percentage from 25 up to 28 for Cho now.
That's a big leap. Good math.
Great take on the inside by Chris Knight. And this could be a long day for Brown's interior defense if Knight's going to operate like that.
And remember, Joshua Howard out again for the Bears this weekend. They've missed him the last 5 games. A guy that adds a physical presence down low. I'm sure they'll miss him in this game with Knight already making his presence felt.
Jordan Mwanda-Kalima with the push off the offensive foul. Jillian Smith getting in the way and drawing it.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, I think it was an easy call. He puts the arm right on his chest. I mean, right in front of the official. You know, Jillian Smith, smart enough to just stand there, take it, and that's going to go the other way.
Wasn't quite the full extension of the arm, but certainly more than enough there to warrant that call. Jillian Smith is appearing in his first game since November 29th against Marist, and only his 14th game this year for Dartmouth. So a welcome return for a guy who at times the last couple of years has just been so snake-bitten. But he doesn't look like he's missed a beat as he goes all the way to the 10.
And that's the kind of offense I think Dartmouth has been trying to run here. The first few possessions, a little disjointed, having to take a few long threes, but a step ahead there was Jillian Smith, a good screen, and a step behind was the Bears' defense.
Tamanik Cho's given a cushion again by Chris Knight. He's not going to trigger the three-pointer every time he's given that much room. Cho looking for help. Pass off to Anderson, who's shut down on the baseline. And as he's escorted behind the backboard, a foul is whistled.
He tried to pull off one of those shots that you try in your backyard when you're a kid, trying to throw it over the other side of the backboard here.
And you complain when the tree branches hanging over the backboard
right.
Get in the way. You say, nah, that would have gone in if the tree wasn't there.
It's that pine needle knocked it out. Go figure.
Tamanik Cho sizing up the defense. That's Aaron Rye on ball, number 21 for Dartmouth. Now back to Anderson, who's already seeing an expanded role in this game more than what we saw early from him against Harvard. Cho slams on the brakes in the lane. 3 on the shot clock. Here's a 3 from Anderson.
Wow. Boy, Brandon Anderson, 34% from beyond the arc this season. A big triple there. Really, he saw his minutes that were shrinking in the Ivy League and that part of the schedule. And ever since the Columbia game, had 11 important minutes there. Big night against Harvard, and obviously an expanded role for him again here.
Jillian Smith misses, short on the 3. David Mitchell aggressive after he couldn't get the rebound. Chris Knight gets the board, and then Mitchell commits the foul.
Yeah, I don't think Mike Martin was happy that he committed that foul either, too, shouting from the bench.
Probably just wanted him to get that rebound to begin with.
Right, exactly. David Mitchell, he's not afraid to take a chance. You can see it as a freshman. Really, he's aggressive defensively. That's why he's been getting the minutes, and that's why they've been putting him on the floor, even in key situations. But sometimes maybe a little too aggressive, as the officials talk about this a little bit.
Interesting to see what the discussion is. They did assess the foul to Mitchell. Wonder whether they would change who the foul was on, but I don't think so.
No. I thought it was pretty clear to us.
Right. Chris Sullivan checks in for the first time for Brown. Obiakoli, one of the 5 starters for the Bears, gets a rest. 1-point game. Dartmouth with the lead in the basketball. First half of action here in Providence. Jillian Smith with the drop-down pass to Knight. He's got a couple of inches on Mitchell. Not afraid to use them. The kick out, the 3. No. Brown commits the foul as Aaron Rye active as ever on the offensive glass.
Yeah, and the Bears had to give a lot of respect to the big men, so that kicked it out for the slacker 3. And 3 Bears down there, but great effort by Aaron Rye to draw that foul.
Sneak his way around Brandon Anderson, who has given up 5 inches on the box out. Corner 3, nope, kicked out to the top of the arc. Here's a drive, a kick, Rye, short. And now Rye's on his rear end as Brown pushes with numbers down court. A slip to Mitchell. He gets swatted on the inside. He'll go to the line for 2. And with that, free throws will come on the other side of this here in Providence. Brown trying to retake the lead. David Mitchell staying active early in this one.